the next couple of days, as we'll see a good bit of sunshine, not only for your Friday, but into your weekend as well, as we'll see those numbers taking a turn into the low 60s, around 63 on Friday, 64 on Saturday, and the upper 60s for Sunday. And once again, don't forget to turn those clocks forward as we get into Sunday. Tessa?
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about a first-of-its-kind training facility for disaster preparedness. Jeff Burkhart joins us now from the Guardian Center in Perry, Georgia, as well as the head of consumer affairs for General Motors, James Bell, with much more on this great state-of-the-art facility. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well, tell us all about this first-of-its-kind training facility for first responders.
Well, Guardian Centers is an 830-acre complex purpose-built for first responders at all levels, military, state, local resources, federal resources, international teams as well. In the middle of the complex, we've constructed an engineered metroplex, if you will, a dynamic cityscape that, again, purpose-built for condition training for first responders. As you look out across the cityscape, you can see the scope and scale of this place. We can accommodate, of course, multiple small units, but where the real value for first response comes from that interagency cooperation, and we can host up to 7,000 participants for a month at a time. Wow,
it looks absolutely impressive. Now, what are some of the man-made and natural disasters that people can train for at that facility?
We're here at Guardian Centers. We can replicate just about any natural and man-made event that we see across the world today. We can do earthquakes, floods, tornado damage, collapse buildings in a variety of ways with dynamic moving parts. Also your terrorist attacks, your biochem releases, for the teams to come together and hone their skills for the crucial component of condition training.
Yeah, and James, we see a lot of cars behind you, as well as that footage that just went off the ramp there. So what do you guys have to do with this?
Well, back in October, we lost over 300 cars to Hurricane Sandy. They were all flooded in a dock in New Jersey. So they were vehicles that were going to have to be basically thrown away anyway. In fact, I just put my nose in one of them, and they don't smell too good inside. So they were going to be tossed. And so we contacted the Guardian Center and said, you know, how can we repurpose these in a way that's helpful for both sides? The main reason is that today's modern cars have a lot of high-strength steels and composite materials, which maybe a first responder is not going to be that familiar with. So the car itself is very safe for the passenger, but maybe harder for somebody to extract them out in the case of an emergency, as Jeff's mentioned. So it's a great, it's a good, bad problem. We've got safe cars, but they're hard to get into. So now the first responders can learn how to do that best.
Yeah, guys, why is it so important to have those cars donated as well as that facility so that we can train and improve the safety of all Americans?
That's right. I mean, they've used old rust buckets, as Jeff says, in the past, which maybe are already kind of compromised in their vehicle integrity. Now these are brand new cars. They can really, have the toughest challenge and learn how to overcome them.
Well, it looks absolutely fascinating. Gentlemen, thank you for your time, and hope to go and see it in person one day. So thank you so much.
We're looking forward to it. Come on down.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.